You're going to want to go ahead and pause this video, get something yummy to snack on and maybe a little bev because I hit the Dollar Tree jackpot. I'm Ingrid and I am so happy that you are here today because it means that you too love Dollar Trees. Today I'm doing a shop with me haul and a project, so make sure that you stay until the end. If you're not already following me, I would love for you to do so, and if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. As soon as I walked in, I knew that I had scored big time because look at how organized everything is. Plus, the aisles alone were 1.5 times the size of mine. This was the first section I could see, so we're going to start here at the back to school section. I found these adorable covers for a disc-bound planner. It looks like it's the classic size, which would be 8.5 by 11, maybe a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can tell there of what it says. I was so excited filming, and they seem to have just those two covers. And then they also had 2 sets of inserts. These said notes and ideas and had lines. You got 30 pieces of filler paper, and then also 30 pieces was this one that said month, and then it said goals, important, and birthdays, which I think are both super cute and worth way more than $1.25. I'm going to start off by finding these 2 beautiful hardbound notebooks, and both of them are dot grid. This one is pink with a white dot, and then the other one is going to be a white paper with a pink dot. They are both hardbound. And don't worry about those covers because you can always refinish those. Plus, you can use the pages in between and not have to use them as a book. You can tear them out for other uses. Tell me which one of these is your favorite. Okay, if these weren't great enough, then I found this one, and my heart just skipped a beat. This is a darker pink with a pink grid, and this is a softbound book, but it is absolutely gorgeous in real life. So this isn't really journal related, but I wanted to show you the amount of decorating supplies that they had for fall at this one. I mean, it was unbelievable. I forgot that I was in Dollar Tree, and I thought for a moment that maybe I was in Hobby Lobby. I would love to know if any of your Dollar Trees look like this and where you're located. Unfortunately, this store is not very close to me. It was down in Fort Worth, but it was well worth the drive. I found these adorable signs. This one said pumpkin pie, and it's got all the ingredients plus some really pretty artwork. This one that says cinnamon sugar cookies and also has all of the ingredients and the instructions on how to make it. And last, this apple or spiced apple cider sign. They are so pretty. And then these pumpkins were absolutely gorgeous. They are like a ceramic, and each one was prettier than the last. I think that Dollar Tree has completely stepped up their game. I mean, honestly, doesn't this look like stuff that you would find at Hobby Lobby? I think that these would be so fabulous grouped together in a bowl or on a plate in the center of a table. It would be a beautiful tablescape. How would you use them? I honestly felt like a kid in a toy factory as I was walking, and I thought I'd seen all of the pretty decorations. I found this little plate, and it's metallic on the back and then kind of matte on the inside, giving it kind of a mercury glass feel. So absolutely gorgeous. Now let's look for some crafting things. The first thing that I noticed were these stencils, and they had a bunch of them. Make sure that when you're in Dollar Tree, you're looking through all of them because as you can see here, there were different designs nestled in the back. And honestly, these would be so cute on a journal page. They'd also be really cute to maybe even stencil on some fabric on one of their bags that I've shown in previous videos. I think that these are so cute. And if you're doing a Thanksgiving or fall themed journal, these are a must have. Look at all those cute pumpkins. As we head over to the craft section, I wanted to give you a glimpse at the aisles without getting anybody in the footage, and just look at how organized they are. I was in just complete bliss. And my jaw dropped. I mean, literally dropped. That's when I called my kids and I was like, I'm not going to be home anytime soon. Look at this. They had polymer clay, and not just one package, but they had different color packages. They were so beautiful. I could not believe that Dollar Tree had this. And I am wondering, have you ever seen polymer clay at your Dollar Tree? I am still floored that this is $1.25, and I wish that I lived closer to this store. It is very rare that I go into a Dollar Tree and I find a lot of new items in the craft section, but this was the exception. There were so many things, and I'm sure I missed some of it, so I'm definitely going to have to go back for the videos, of course. Here's the other side of that section, and you can see it's just as organized as the last. Another item that I have never before seen are these little craft funnels, and they come in 3 different sizes. These are adorable and a really great thing to have in your craft room. I think it was about this time where it hit me that I was going to have to be selective on what I was taking home with me. I definitely showed a lot of restraint. These little beads were so cute. I could not help but just touch them and squeeze them, and look at all those fun colors and shapes. And speaking of beads, those weren't your only variety that they had. Pretty much any beads that I have ever seen at Dollar Tree were not only stocked, but completely stocked all the way to the back of the shelf. I could not believe my eyes in this store. It was like everywhere I looked, there was just product, and good quality products. Like this bead tray for designing jewelry. I could not believe it. I know that the other big box stores are selling this for a lot more, and it was a little bit smaller, but such a good buy. If you remember these, I showed them in another haul, but I had never seen this beautiful color collection. It was like kind of Easter colors, pastels, so cute. And I love those little pom-poms. I made them into a tassel, and if you haven't seen that video, it'll be linked down below. Now, I'm not a knitter by any means, but I had to show you guys. I don't even know what these are, but they had 2 things for knitting, that oval thing and then this little round thing. And if you know what those are for, and if they're a good buy, let me know down below. I'm thinking they are, though, because you get a lot for your money. I also found this adorable little felt lion that you could make, as well as whatever this stuff is called. I don't remember the name, so I know I can ask you guys because you'll know. Drop it down below in the comments. But I know it's for like yarn stitching or something like that. And I haven't seen this in a long time, let alone at Dollar Tree. But look at this. I mean, just look at this. It was tempera spray paint. Can you, and 2 for $1. Okay, $1.25, but still, I have never seen anything like this. I have this product linked in my Amazon storefront, and I think I found it for like $4, which I thought was a great deal. If you've never used one of these, they are amazing. They remove all of glue residue off of your paper without damaging the paper. So great. And then right next to them, I found this little mixing kit. This is so cute. I think that you could do a lot of different things. I'm not sure if this one was meant for like resin or something, but really adorable. And then I have no idea what this is, but I had to show it to you guys. It was the only one on the shelf, and it said it was a strainer for paint. I'm not sure if this was for like household paint more than crafting paint, because I don't know what it would cipher through. I'm not really sure, but I thought it was an interesting find either way. These plastic fruits are definitely giving more of those Hobby Lobby vibes. And I think that these would be really fun if you actually painted some glue on them and added glitter for Christmas time. I think those would be really pretty sitting on your desk. But either way, I just had to show them to you. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you is not junk journal related, but I figured that you guys would like it because I liked it and I just could not believe they had all these products. We're moving back over to the crafting section and they had so much variety in the little wooden section. Definitely pieces that I have never seen before, but the first thing that caught my eye were these little wooden dolls. They are so adorable, and you're getting 5 for $1.25. Right next to this, they had the pom-pom makers, and they had this large one, which I've never seen this size. And then they also had the, I guess, medium and small, which I own already. And there you go for a size comparison that you can see how big that big one would be. And if you're not already in shock, you're going to see this and not believe it. It's a pool noodle knife. So it cuts through the pool noodles so that you can do crafts with them. And I was racking my brain like, what do I need this for? Do I need this? So tell me in the comments, did I need this? As I was making my way down the aisle, then I had to stop and look at these little decorations. This, I mean, looked like marble and almost felt like it. It was very heavy. And then this wooden apple as well. So pretty. My Dollar Tree once had one little wicker bowl like this, and I didn't get it, and then I never found it again. But this Dollar Tree had 2 full shelves of them. I'm floored. I could not believe it. One prettier than the last, and these are great to keep on your desk to keep the little scraps of paper that we love. They also had this little ceramic apple, and this did have a lid on it. As you could see, it's taped up. They also could have little trinkets in it. I think when I passed by this, my brain went and I backed up to go look at these. They're little prayer boxes, and I apologize now because I didn't really get a great video of the inside. People started coming in the aisle and it was really hard to film, and I didn't want to get anyone in the footage. And they are so cute. Wait until you see the inside. They actually all have a little pad of paper, also a little pencil to write with, and so I guess it's for your prayer requests that you can write down and keep them in one space. It was even cute because someone had written in a couple of them, and I thought that that was kind of cute. It's kind of like the vintage books, the coloring books that you get, and they have like the little writing already on them. And these are beautiful just as is, but I also think they could get altered and used in your junk journals. If you'd like to know how, leave me a comment down below and let me know, and I'll do a video on it. I think it was last week that I was talking in the comments about a Dollar Tree that had a huge yarn selection, and now I found one. Look at how gorgeous this is. And not only were there so many colors of yarns that I had never seen before, but it was displayed in a sort of way like one of the big box stores. Like it looked like a true craft store. And there were parts of this video where it started getting a little busy and I had to kind of move out of the way for people. But honestly, this place should be completely packed. I found this chenille. I hope I'm saying that right. And they only had it in black. I've seen it in white before that I didn't get, and I wish I would have gotten it. And then they had this one, which is a plush yarn. Both really beautiful and expensive looking. They also have this little candle snuffer. Dollar Tree, hello? Please come to my town and stock my Dollar Tree like this. Oh, so gorgeous. I had to run. They even had a price scanner. And so I ran over to check to make sure that candle snuffer was $1.25, which it was. Down on the school aisle, I found this acrylic board, and it is a little stand for your phone and then a dry erase board. So cute. I could definitely see this being at a more expensive store. Speaking of expensive stores, they had the whole pegboard system. They had every piece for it. I think my store sells like the pegs by themselves, and that's about it. I have never, ever, ever seen such a selection. They even had the trays. You're going to see the pegs, the little adhesives to, I believe those are to stick onto the wall. They had the metal pegs as well. And those I know are a lot more expensive at Home Depot. And it seemed like everything they had both in white and in the black. You know, when you go in a new store, and especially if it's something that you really like a scrapbooking store, and you get just an over stimulation of emotions and feelings because of all the beautiful things. That's what I'm dealing with. Even watching this video back, it was so amazing. I found these silicone, I guess they are holders for your flat iron when it's still hot and you don't want to put it on the counter in case it could burn something. And I have never seen these before. I really do want to hear back from you guys if your store carries stuff like this, because I was in awe. I had to show you the organizational department. It looked like I was in a container store. I mean, I still can't get over looking at it. They had so many different varieties of products. They had this one, which was the 7-pocket organizer, and the storage box that could go, I guess, under your bed. They also had the felt like little liners for your drawers so you can roll up your socks, as well as the box that has the felt organizers for your socks. Unbelievable. And although here they're being shown as organizers for clothing and stuff, these are actually really great to store some of your stuff, especially if you have a space where you don't have a lot of space to store things out, but you can put it like under chairs or a table. And then these are really great if you have a closet, because you can hang them vertically. And I always think that storage solutions that are vertical are the best, because you can take use of a lot of space that might have been wasted. And you know, it's not a trip to Dollar Tree unless we go check the kitchen section. And here, I think this is a great staple to have on hand. And this is coffee liners for your coffee makers. And these are really great to embellish and use kind of the same way that we used our parchment paper. Another item that is often forgotten or maybe disregarded are the liners for your drawers, but they have it in clear. So this clear contact paper is really great, and I'm going to give you a spoiler. I did pick it up, but I forgot to show it in the haul part of this video. But comment down below if you want to see how I use this inside my junk journals. And I've shown these flour sack tea towels before. These are really great to use as fabric in your journals, and they are really great for dyeing with either coffee or tea. They take the solution really well and some look very vintage. That is the end of my shop with me, and next I will be doing the haul as well as a project with you guys. But if you want me to go back to the store, leave it in the comments down below so I can justify it with my husband. To say that I was excited is an understatement. I don't think that I've ever been in a store this big. When I did live in Michigan, there was a store that might have been a little bit bigger than this one, but this one was bright and light, and you saw how wide the aisles were, and I was just in Dollar Tree bliss. So let me go ahead and show you what I got. So I'm going to start off with this. I'm not into whatever this is called. Let's see. What does it say? It says plastic canvas, but oh, and again, if you see, it's got the red. So somebody had mentioned in one of my previous videos that maybe this is coming from Dollar General, which I guess got condensed into, I think it was Dollar General or Family Dollar, one of those got condensed into Dollar Tree. And so maybe those products were coming from there because their colors are red. So that could be. And I know what kind of craft this is. With this, it's like with thread and like a blunt needle, but I thought this was really just a great fabric to use. This would be awesome if you did it into, like, if you know how to do that. And I'm sure there's YouTube videos to teach you how to do it if it's something you're interested in. And you could make a journal cover with this. You can cut it down. So really cool. So definitely, if you're not already following me, this is a great time for you to do so, and hit that the little bell. So if you're looking at the video, right underneath there's a little bell, and when you click on it, it will give you the option to get notified anytime that I go live, one of my videos comes out, whatever, and that way you don't miss any videos. Next thing that I got, I had to get this little candle snuffer. How adorable is this? So make sure to be on the lookout for my candles. I don't even know how this thing works, and I don't know, it's showing that it works with a tea light candle. So actually, let's go grab one. I think I have one here. I do. So let's see if this thing works. It does too. All right. While that's burning, I'm just gonna open this package. Oops. Does anybody else struggle with these little things? They're so simple and so hard. So it says, I mean, on the photo, it looks like I can just go down into it and it'll turn off. That's so cool. I was showing my niece, and she was like, I was like, isn't that cool? And she's like, yeah, I've never seen one before. And I was like, yeah, neither have I, except for in like Jane Austen movies. Super cute. That, I love that. That's definitely staying on my desk. I did pick up the cinnamon sugar plate. I think this is adorable as is, honestly, and I couldn't decide. I was going between the cinnamon sugar and I think it was the pumpkin pie one. That was really cute. I love that it had like a banner on in the middle. And I've actually always wanted to work on a page like this, where you do like the painting and then write all the steps and the ingredients, and I think that's so cute. If that's something that you'd like to work on with me, leave me a comment down below and let me know, and we can do that. And so I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this, because when I went to go get this, my idea was to cover this like kind of collage style and then have it somewhere in my room. But it's so cute. So what I'm thinking is I might, even though this is in the back, I could probably cover this with something so that you can't see it. It doesn't look ugly on the back. And then I'm gonna decorate the back. That way I have the option to show the back or the front. So what would you do with this? Is this something that you would cover up, or would you leave this and have it displayed in your house? I'm not like a big displayer of seasonal stuff, only Christmas really, and but I don't have like, you know, other seasons stuff up. Is that something that you do, that you like to do, and that brings you joy? I don't have that yet, so maybe this year, who knows, we'll see. All right, now let's get into more of the crafty stuff. I'm gonna start off by going into the notebook. This is just so adorable. I probably will not leave this as is. I'm going to use the pages instead. I think that the dot grid just lends itself for really good layering, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit. And so I got this one, which was the pink with the pink dots or the red dots. And then I also picked this one up, and this one is the like lighter pink. So I can show you the difference between the two. And it has the white dots. And what's even better about this one, since it's a hardback, I can use this board to make another journal. If that's something that you'd like to see, definitely leave me a comment down below. That's definitely something we can work on. I don't think I've done it on this channel before, or if I have, it's been a long time. So that would be a fun project for us to do together. So here's the next. And I have to tell you guys that I showed so much restraint in that store because I wanted one of everything. I went ahead and picked up the heat resistant mat, and I was thinking I'm actually going to use this in my bathroom. Like, I'm actually going to use it for the flat iron. But I was thinking, this is nice and secure. I was thinking that this would be a great mat for you to use if you have a glue gun, and you can lay this down. It pretty much is going to go flat. It's only bent a little bit because it's been bent in the packaging, but you can take your glue gun. Let's see if I have one out somewhere. You could take your glue gun, and when you put it down, it's not going to get all over your work. Now, I do have a silicone mat that I like to use sometimes, but this is great because it's portable. There we go. And so anytime this drips, it's going to drip on this. And then what's really great about silicone is you can rub it right off. And it's super cute because I got the lavender one, and then they had the hot pink one as well. And I don't think either one was a bad color. Super adorable. I picked up some of this Chanel. Now I don't even know if I'm saying stuff right, because how about I was saying grosgrain and it's grosgrain. And so I don't know, am I saying this right? Let me know down below. But I got it, at first I was thinking I would have really liked it if it was in white, but I was thinking I like to use black as an accent color. I think that it lends itself really well. So here's this just happened to be sitting on my desk, but you can see how elegant the black looks next to like vintage stuff. And I think, you know, you see a lot of Tim Holtz stuff and it has black on it, and it just is a nice base for things. I really like adding black. I used to add a lot of black stitching in my journals, and I haven't done that recently, but I think that it's a great time to pull out some black thread and do that, especially to kind of coordinate with this thread. And this is such a good buy. You get 65 yards. I mean, I probably will never use this up, and I think that I have the color that I showed you guys. I feel like I have it, or I have a color similar, so I didn't get that one and I just got this one. But how fabulous was that yarn department? The next thing I got were these little wood peg dolls. I just thought they were so cute. And back when my daughter was younger, I remember making some of these, and I feel like we made them. We glued the little balls onto the bodies, and then we painted them, and they're really cute. And I thought, I'm going to make some of these. I think these will be really fun for Christmas time. So is this something that you've done before or that you would like to see? I went ahead and picked up these beads, and they are so adorable. There's some like little flowers, a star, and a heart. I believe those are the 3 shapes. And before you say like, wait, that is very colorful, don't worry, we are going to distress these and make them work for whatever color we want. So definitely be looking out because I will be using these soon. I only have a few things left because, like I told you, I did show a lot of restraint, even though I was in the store for what seemed like eternity. But I did grab this little bowl, and it is so beautiful. It's got the like kind of shiny side on one side, and then this kind of matte. It kind of looks a little bit like mercury glass, and I don't think it's catching on screen, but around the edges it's kind of like this is rubbed off a little bit, and so it shows the kind of mercury look of it. And I thought this is really cute to put anywhere in your house, but I will probably be using it to just keep some little scraps in, maybe my small scraps. I think that would look really cute in there. Do you agree? That's so adorable. Okay, let's keep going. I had to grab one of these. So my thought on this one is I just grabbed the color, the base color that I like the most, but we are not going to leave this like this, even though this is super adorable. I mean, look at the little note cards that you get and the pencil. I mean, this by itself is $1. But I am actually going to use this box for something, and this is a project that I've been wanting to do with you guys, and I was going to use an Altoid tin, but instead now I can use one of these. So again, if you're not already subscribed and being notified when my videos come out and you want to see something like this is the best time for you to do so. I had to try out the polymer clay, so we will try this out together and do a test to see how it holds up, if it's worth it. And I'm super excited. It's been a little while since I've worked with polymer clay, and it's more, I don't love the idea of baking it indoors. I used to do polymer clay all the time, and I had a little tiny oven that I kept outside, and that's what cooked my polymer clay, and so I didn't have to like contaminate it. So if anybody has any suggestions on how to cook this without it being toxic in your oven, or maybe it's not toxic in your oven, I don't know, I'll leave it here. I don't think it shows any, it says non-toxic, but I'm not really sure to what degree. So if you have any tips, I'd really appreciate them. And also if you have any ideas of what I should make with that, then leave that down below. Last thing that I picked up, drum roll, and actually pause this video right now and guess what you think that I picked up last. Okay, are you back? If you guessed the acrylic or tempera spray paints, then you are correct. So we're going to maybe open these up. And you get 2 in each little box, which is already amazing. Like, that is an amazing deal. I know that I have lots of other sprays, and nothing comes close to, even stuff I've bought on clearance comes close to this price, because that would have been whatever half of 125 is. These are these 2 colors, and this is a red, but it kind of is giving more orange base. And let's look at this one. And you have this blue and purple. So these are the colors. And I can't wait to try these out with you guys. My jaw pretty much dropped on the floor when I saw these and the polymer clay. I was just amazed that they could have this quality. And unfortunately, this store is not that close to me, but I am going to try to make it down there a little more often if I can, now that I found it. I definitely bookmarked it on my maps so that I can remember where it's at. I did want to test out the paints with you. I'm not going to spray them because I don't have anything to protect my surface right now. Actually, maybe I do. way I don't make a huge mess. And we're gonna oh, they're cool. It's not, it's more it's more like dripping paint. So even up, it's kind of giving a more of a stream. I'll try all the colors though. It's more like splatters, like kind of 80s vibe. And I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't even know Dollar Tree made these. I've never seen these before. I think those are really cool, and that actually gives me the idea if they're using tempera paint, and it feels like it's not watered down that much. So let's do this. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to just grab a piece of paper. Actually, hang on. Okay, I have this piece of paper and it's just copy paper. So I'm going to see. So it's pretty concentrated. I don't think this is watered down, and if it is, it's barely watered down. So that gives me an idea to maybe try some more tempera paint. This would be really awesome using some, you know, more kind of vintage colors like browns and blacks and whites. I think this would give like a really awesome look. Like those sprays right there are really good. These blobs are a little more not as good, I guess, and you're going to want to give it time to dry because that's a lot of paint and it's going to take a little bit of time. So if you see these and you go to use them, make sure that you give your project a little bit of time. But I think that it's really cool. I'm very excited about them. I will definitely be using them in projects to come. And I can't believe they're $1.25. I'm honestly speechless. So, okay, if you want to do the project with me, then stay tuned. It's coming up next. I'm using one of my printables from Patreon, and if you want more information on that, it is linked down below. And I'm just going to use one of these tags, and I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'm going to use, they're all so cute. Which one should we use? I think I'm actually going to use this one right here. And then I'm going to grab some of the paper from the paper pad, and I love that one. And I love that one. Let's actually use both. I don't know if I've ever given you guys this tip before, but when you are cutting out papers from a book, and let's say you don't want to tear it out of the spine, because when you do that, it actually, usually the way signatures work is they are bundles of papers that are folded like this. So if I were to theoretically pull this piece off, eventually this bottom piece, wherever it lies in the book, can also come undone. It kind of just kills the integrity of it. And so if you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can take a ruler. I like to just like line it up wherever, just leave a little bit of the paper, and I'm pushing down on it so it doesn't move. And then now the paper is still intact. It's not going to mess with the rest of the pages. And I still have a good amount to use. So we'll go ahead and do that for both. And I'm just going to start layering these. These papers are actually really nice. They are tearing very pretty. Now what I could have done is I could have covered the whole tag. Well, I kind of almost have enough to do that. So let's do that. I'm going to lay this paper, which is almost the exact same size as my tag. And I don't know if the camera's picking up, but I can see the silhouette of the tag underneath. So I'm going to take my scissors and just go around what I think is the top. And this does not have to be perfect by any means. And I'm going to go here. That's pretty good. And because this edge is kind of distressed, we're going to distress this edge as well. And so now you've taken a piece of notebook paper and we're going to make it into a background paper. And then I have two options. I could cut out the piece so that this brown is showing through, or I could just poke a hole through the middle. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm just holding this up so that I can still see through. The paper's pretty translucent, and I'm going to just trace around this. So I'm going to cut that out. And definitely do that with pencil if you can. I'm going to try to go inside the lines a little bit. And I might have to cut a little more off, but now I have that piece of the tag, which kind of makes the tag look more official. And I think and I will erase the pencil marks. And I could cut a little more off the side, but I think that that's good. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of glue to the bottom because we're going to sew this, but I'm going to go ahead and start layering for now. So this will just hold it in place for now. Now this is a little bit big, so I am going to cut the sides down. And I'm okay with the edges getting cut off. Super cute. But I think I'm going to cut it a little more. I think that's a better size. I am going to take some of this, the remnants of this parchment paper. I will be using this on so many projects. I think it's really great to have what I call as see-through type of materials, whether that's lace or parchment paper or wax paper, deli paper, something like that. I think that it adds so much interest. And I didn't need very much of this, so I'm going to cut that down. And don't worry, I did not forget about my pink paper. Let me cut this down just a tad. I want just a little bit peeking through. I don't need it to be very thick at all. Push these to the side. Look how adorable that already looks. And of course, I'm looking around to see if I have any music paper laying around. I do. Of course I do. When in doubt, add music paper. Never a bad idea. Even if it's teeny tiny poking through. Like, it might just be that little bit at the bottom. I will not misuse this, I promise. So I think I'm going to just cut this down. And I love using the smallest little bits because it just makes me feel like nothing is going to waste. And you would not know that this was not underneath that paper. Let's try that there. And I think we're going to add a sentiment, and then we're going to head over to the sewing machine. I actually kind of like these numbers, so I'm going to cut around these. And if you've missed my video where I did this, I will try to remember which one it is and link it, but this is the Dollar Tree paper pack paper, and then I stamped it using some Tim Holtz stamps. That looks so adorable. Isn't that so cute? Okay. I'm going to try to pick this up without moving too much around, and I'm just going to pin it into place so I could kind of keep it all together. That is so cute. That's adorable. I do feel like I need something over here. I know it's good enough as it is, but I did see this. This might work. And this is just one of the paint chips that was embossed. No, actually, I don't think it needs that. Maybe I could add a little corner here, a little snippet of music paper. Also, since I know that I'm using my scraps, I don't mind, you know, trying them out for the sake of trying them out. So just then when I ripped it, I don't mind doing that because I know that I'm going to be able to use them in whether it's this project or another project. I actually don't think that I love that. And you probably already saw, but I missed this. So I've got to pull this back out a little bit. I think that actually kind of solved my issue. I love this paper. I will shout it from the rooftops from now on. Get the Dollar Tree paper packs. So I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and we are going to sew. I think I'm going to sew around this little piece, which is going to be a little bit of, not a nightmare, but not a proper nightmare, but a little bit of a headache. So I think I'm going to just put a little dot of glue in the center so that it's not going to touch my needle. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with all of the pieces while they're here. So I'm going to try not to do right at the edge in case I sew. So I'm going more towards the center, but it'll keep my pieces in place for now. And then I'm going to cut this, maybe. Okay, I like that much better. All right, let's head over to the sewing machine. Okay, so we're going to start by sewing around the edge here, and then we'll sew around the edge in, like, of the whole tag. I want to try not to, let's see, let's put the needle down. I want to try to leave the blue if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but normally I would not put that much thought into sewing. Oh, darn. I meant to lift my presser foot and not the needle. That's why I don't think about things too hard, because that kind of stuff ends up happening. I want this to look kind of like a clothing tag. Oh, one more. Presser foot. And look how adorable that looks. It looks like a little clothing tag. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and sew around. I think I'm going to do this one, and then maybe I'll do around the top of the tag. We'll see. And I'm going to finish it off with some Dollar Tree twine. And to make this look a little more like cute, I'm going to just take my fingernails, actually my fingers, and roll the twine out so that it's separated a little bit. And there you go, another adorable Dollar Tree project. And I just want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your love and your comments. It really means so much to me. The more that you guys interact with the video, the more that YouTube thinks, okay, this is a good video that maybe somebody else would want to watch, and that is so helpful to me. So I thank you so much for that. And a big thank you to my Patreons. I love you guys, and I will see you all next time with another maybe Dollar Tree video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. Love you guys. Bye.